Okay, let's be real. We've all been there, right? You've learned some words, you kind of get the grammar, but the idea of actually speaking a new language out loud is, well, it's terrifying. What if the secret isn't about studying harder? What if it's about starting smaller? Today, we're going to break down a super simple, totally stress-free method from English by AI that can help you start talking, like, right now.
Yeah, it's scary, for sure. You've put in all this work learning vocabulary and rules, but the second you try to open your mouth, your brain just hits the emergency brake. You are so not alone in this. It's probably the biggest wall most learners hit. But what if we're all just making it way, way harder on ourselves than it needs to be?
Well, thankfully, there is a simple starting point. The source we're looking at today has this little secret for getting over that first big hurdle, a way to get the ball rolling that feels, natural and easy from day one. So what's the first thing we all get obsessed with? Perfect grammar, right? We think we have to know every single rule, every tense, before we can even say hello. But guess what? According to our source material, that's a total trap. Focusing on all that complex stuff way too early is the very thing that keeps us quiet.
Instead, the real secret is to start small. I mean, ridiculously small. The whole goal is to kick things off with incredibly simple topics using the most basic words and short, easy sentences. Think about conversations that are so low pressure that the fear of being perfect just evaporates.
So, what do these super easy topics actually look like? What are we talking about here? Let's take a look at the exact examples our source gives us. Seriously, these are about to become your new best friends.
Take a look at this list. Family, favorite pizza toppings, what you do on weekends, the weather. See a pattern here? They're all about you. And you know what that means? There are no wrong answers. You're the expert on your own life. This immediately takes away that fear of saying the wrong thing and just lets you focus on, speaking. And this just nails the point perfectly. Your sentence doesn't have to be some poetic masterpiece. It can literally be as simple as, I like pizza. That's it. It's direct, it gets the point across, and it's a complete thought. This is the first brick you lay. You are communicating, and that's the whole game.
All right, so we've got the what, these simple topics. Now let's dive into the how. The source lays out this awesome little toolkit of tips and tricks to make practicing not just easy, but actually kind of fun.
This slide just says it all, doesn't it? Look at the person on the left, all tangled up in this super complicated sentence. Now look at the happy, confident person on the right. Both sentences mean the exact same thing, but one is just easy. Your only job at the beginning is to live on the right side of this slide.
And here's your roadmap. Check out that first step. Practice alone. Yeah, talking to yourself in the mirror feels a little silly at first, but it removes all the pressure. Then, just repeat simple sentences over and over until the words feel comfortable in your mouth. You can even grab a photo and just describe what you see. It's a great way to link words to real things. The whole point is to build a low-stress routine that feels more like a game and less like a final exam.
And how much time are we talking about here? An hour a day? Nope. The source suggests just 10 to 15 minutes. That's it. This isn't about these long, draining study sessions. It's all about building a small, consistent, daily habit. And that consistency is what really builds momentum and makes a huge difference surprisingly fast.
Okay, so we've looked at the topics and we've got the techniques. But why does this actually work so well? Let's zoom out for a second and look at the big picture of what this simple approach is really building. At the end of the day, this whole method is really just engineered to build one thing, and one thing only: confidence. Every single easy win, every simple sentence you say, it teaches your brain that speaking this language isn't some big, scary monster. It's something you can actually do. And that confidence, that becomes the fuel for your entire journey. The thing that will carry you through when things get tougher later on.
And that kind of leaves us with a much bigger question, doesn't it? This whole idea of breaking down a huge skill into tiny, confidence-building wins first, it doesn't just work for language. Just think about it for a second. What if any complex skill you can imagine, from learning to code to public speaking, could be tackled just by starting this small? It's a pretty powerful thought. Thanks for tuning into This Explainer.